Have you ever wondered how Netflix just knows what you want to watch next? Or how Google Maps can magically find a faster route to get you out of traffic? Well, the answer to both is one of the most revolutionary technologies of our time, data science. It's quietly shaping almost everything we do. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it all works. Okay, get ready for this number. Every single day, we as a planet generate 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. That is a 2 and a 5 followed by 18 zeros. It's an almost unimaginable amount. And this fire hose of information is only getting stronger thanks to the Internet of Things. You know, all those smart devices in our homes and pockets, just constantly creating more and more data. Honestly, it feels like we're all drowning in this digital noise. This endless flood of information is, well, it's a lot. But what if there is a way to not just stay afloat, but to actually learn how to swim in this sea of data, to navigate it and find all the incredible treasures hidden just below the surface? Well, that's exactly what data science is all about. So to really understand why data science is such a game changer, we first have to wrap our heads around the problem it's trying to solve. And that problem is what we call the data deluge. The way we handle data has had to change so dramatically because the tools we used to use, they just can't keep up anymore. Think way back to the days of floppy disks. Data was small, it was neat, and it was structured, kind of like a perfectly organized filing cabinet. You could use pretty simple tools to figure it out. But today, it's a whole different ballgame. We are dealing with massive, massive volumes of chaotic, unstructured data. Think images, videos, social media posts, you name it. This isn't a filing cabinet anymore. It's more like a hurricane. And that's why we needed a totally new approach, one built on really complex algorithms that can find meaning inside all that chaos. And that brings us to the hero of our story, data science. This is the field that grew up specifically to tackle this challenge of the data deluge and to figure out how to turn all that raw noise into something truly valuable. At its very core, data science is all about finding those hidden patterns, the useful insights that you just can't see at a glance. It's really both an art and a science. It's the science of using powerful tools, but it's also the art of knowing exactly what questions to ask. The whole goal is to pull real, actual knowledge out of raw data so that businesses can make much, much smarter decisions. You know, this leads to a perfect analogy. A data scientist is basically a modern-day detective. When they're faced with a tricky question or just a mountain of data, they don't just run a simple report. No, they investigate. They follow leads, they look for clues, and they slowly piece together the story that the data is trying to tell them. Now, I know this might all sound a little abstract, but the truth is, you are interacting with the results of data science every single day, and you probably don't even realize it. Let's look at a few examples you'll definitely recognize. Ever finish a show on Netflix, and before you can even think, it suggests your next obsession? That's data science at work. It's analyzing the viewing patterns of millions of people, what you watch, when you hit pause, what shows you give up on, all to figure out what you're interested in and recommend something it's pretty sure you're gonna love. It's the same idea when you upload a photo in your phone or social media, immediately suggests who you should tag. This is powered by machine learning, which is a huge part of data science. The system has looked at thousands of photos you've already tagged to learn the unique patterns of your friends' faces. It's pretty wild. And think about the last time your navigation app saved you from a massive traffic jam. Yep, that's data science too. It's processing real-time location and speed data from millions of other phones on the road to predict where the traffic is going to be and find you a faster way around it. It's not magic, it's just really, really smart data.
So how do data scientists actually do all this stuff? Well, while every single project is a little different, there's a general process they follow to turn that raw data into these brilliant insights.
So the process nearly always starts by asking a really sharp, specific question. Then comes the part that's honestly the most time-consuming, gathering all the data you need and cleaning it up. Once it's ready, the real detective work can begin, exploring it for patterns and trends. From there, data scientists will often use machine learning to build a model that can make predictions. And then, the final, most important step, taking the insights from that model and using them to make a solid, data-driven decision.
All right, let's see this whole process in action with a super famous real-world example. It led to a business decision that I promise you would never, ever guess on your own.
This is a classic story from Walmart. They were using a technique called data mining to sift through huge amounts of sales data, just looking for surprising connections. And boy, did they find one. They discovered that right before hurricane was about to hit, sales of strawberry Pop-Tarts went up by 7 times. 7. The reason why didn't even matter. The connection was crystal clear. So what do? Walmart started stocking extra Pop-Tarts right at the front of their stores in areas that had a hurricane warning. It's the perfect example of a totally unexpected insight leading directly to a smart business move. And that really gets to the heart of all of this. The crucial point is that data science isn't just about collecting facts or making fancy charts. It's about a feedback loop. It's about turning raw information into insights, and then turning those insights into intelligent, effective action. So as we've seen, data science gives us this incredible power to find answers that are often hidden in plain sight. But that leaves us with one last really important thought. With all this amazing ability to find answers, the real challenge moving forward is making sure that we're asking the right questions. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.